Today I'm fighting strangers to see if MMA works in the real world. To kick off the madness, me and my friend Triggered Mate are warming up with a cheeky spar on this moving train.
Oh, sorry, bro. Me and my mate are gonna have a fight.
Oh, and did I forget to mention, if someone knocks me out or makes me tap, they'll be walking away with £100. F that. I really can't afford to lose this money. Next up, we're heading to the heart of London, Big Ben, where we're having 3 insane fights. After asking around, the first 2 people to step up were amateur boxers.
If I knock you out, I get $100.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm a boxer though.
You're a boxer?
Yeah.
Alright,
One of them had literally just won the Haringi Box Cup, but luckily for me, he's never touched MMA, so let's see how this goes. These first rounds are only 1 minute. Quick, controlled, and just a warm-up. But as the video goes on, the time and intensity will ramp up. We'll be changing locations, facing new opponents, and throwing ourselves into completely different scenarios. And by the end, I'll be stepping in against a legit trained MMA fighter. And trust me, this one got serious. So right here I go for the takedown, but I didn't actually fully commit as I'm still not great at them. This guy was sick, but luckily the stance switches and the kicks confused him a little. So I managed to land a few. If this was only boxing though, he definitely pieced me up. Nevertheless, this was a great spar. However, his mate had just been watching the whole spar and now he wanted to go. Straight away, I was surprised that his friend was kicking. And this guy was a very good long distance counter fighter, which I am too. However, I had to kind of be the aggressor in the fight because this guy was very skilled. He was getting the better of me, however, it was testing my skills and head movement a lot.
That's 1 minute! That's 1 minute! I was like, when's this gonna be over?
That's nice,
that was
man.
good fun, man. You're good boxing yourself,
Cheers,
bro.
thank you.
How long you been boxing?
3 years.
Nice. Keep it up, bro.
Cheers,
Good shit, man.
At this point, we'd had a good couple rounds, but now the area was swarming with police. Sirens were going off and people were watching. The energy shifted. I started quickly asking around for anyone else who wanted to go, but time was ticking and the heat was rising. Then this ballsy American tourist stepped up.
Would you want like an MMA spar, a chance to win £100?
That's not gonna happen, but I'm bored, so I'll do it.
Yeah, yes! Next opponent.
From the jump, you could tell he was punching with real intent, trying to hurt me. Almost straight away, he shoots for the takedown, and this caught me off guard. And to be fair, it worked. But I managed to roll through and use the momentum to flip him, gaining the mount position. I landed some ground and pound just to throw him off a little. And from this powerful position, I went for the arm triangle choke. But then he starts punching me in the back of the head. I don't think he realised how dangerous this is, but it's illegal for a reason. Still, in a real street fight, there are no rules. Your opponent could be as dirty as they want, so there's no point complaining. I decided to take it back to standing as I didn't want any more hits to the back of the head. The round ended, and honestly, this felt the most real. High intensity, unpredictable, and a proper test of everything I've been training for.
What are you doing, guys? Are you doing playing over here?
We're playing, yeah.
You cannot allow any.
Oh, okay. We'll go then.
Yeah.
We'll go because we're law-abiding citizens.
Yeah.
See you, buddy.
Thanks, mate.
We were absolutely devastated that we had to move from this prime location, but we'd soon find out that this was a blessing in disguise. Next location, Hyde Park. Just a massive park in London, full of people ready to scrap. Literally, I promise you, we're about to have 3 of the most brutal MMA street fights you've ever seen on the net. But right before that, we met this wrestler who also wanted to go.
Oh! Oh!
You have to tap.
No, I'm not hurting yet. You need to make me hurt.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Oh, he got something good.
He's got you, man.
Yeah, this is it. Put me in an arm bar or something.
I was asking this guy to make me tap, but I don't know if he didn't understand or actually doesn't know how to submit me. But he was just keeping me on the ground, and eventually...
Ding, ding, ding! No. Haven't touched. That's time.
I was happy nonetheless that I didn't lose my money and we ended up playing badminton with this guy. I also let this kid and this girl get some target practice, which helped warm up my defense for the last 3 fights. 3 lads with incredible hearts. And finishing off with a final boss, an actual MMA fighter. Things are about to get crazy. Until now, the rounds have been 1 minute, which was a little too quick for anyone wanting to win the £100. So we upped the time to 2 minutes and told the opponents not to hold back. The stakes had just risen significantly higher. Ouch! Right here we had a head clash. This guy had the intent to hurt me, but luckily this meant it was a little more telegraphed and easier to fight, as I was a little more calm and collective. I made sure to hold back my punches though, as I didn't want anyone to get hurt. These guys' kicks were surprisingly sick and he was landing every one, but with the adrenaline rushing through your body, you don't really feel them. Right here my opponent starts running low on stamina and starts swinging, to which I managed to block the punches and he drops from this light jab. Oh my days, what a fight, and respect to this guy, he was an absolute warrior. But his friends wanted to avenge him, and after a little break, we went straight on to the next. This guy was fighting me with the intent to kill, and you could see it in his eyes. This is literally the most realistic fight scenario, and this guy was reckless, landing some insane punches on me. Back fists, kicks, you name it, and I was feeling these punches. I managed to catch one of the kicks and drop him, but this was a fight or flight situation, and I was so involved that I kicked him as he was trying to get up. So, my bad for this. Right here I land a southpaw backhand to the body, flicking the opponent's guard up with the lead hand, then crossing to the body. He gets me back with some back of the head shots, and once again I was feeling that street fight unpredictability, but I get him back.
Bro, he's bleeding.
Wow. I didn't think that body shot would drop him, but it must have landed perfectly. Now on to the final battle we've all been waiting for. Against an actual MMA fighter. I'm shitting myself, because if anyone's going to win this £100, it was this guy. But ado, the final round got started. Instantly, I felt the power in his first kick and doubt filled my mind. I went to catch the kick and we ended up in a clinch. I didn't really know what to do at this point, and my opponent ended up taking my back, which is a very dominant position for him, leading him to trip me up and go to the ground. A position I really didn't want to be in against an MMA fighter. I tried to defend his ground game, but nothing was working and he was suffocating me with his chest. This was an absolute horrible position to be in, and he had full control of the fight. I managed to get my arm to push to his neck, which relieved the pressure, and he had no choice but to move, which gave me some space to push my hips up and reposition a little. But he unleashed a little ground and pound, then goes for the arm triangle choke. Once again, I push up my hips and manage to turn him onto his back, then do some ground and pound myself. This was amazing until he put me into a triangle choke from guard. In this very moment, I started seeing stars and getting lightheaded. My street fighting instinct kicked in and I went to the last resort. I didn't want this to stay on the ground any longer, so I got up. I checked my opponent was good, touched gloves, and we carried on. I had cuts all over me now, and this was brutal. Stiff jabs, stiff kicks, we were going for it.
He's more tired than you.
And just like that, we completed the most insane street fight I've ever been in. If you enjoyed this madness, check out the last time I let strangers try and knock me out on the beaches of Bali for $100.